KLR camping. Yeah, that's right. Sean, back at it again with you guys. Here to talk about KLR camping. Yeah, that's right. It's winter. I'm trapped here in the house. Got some time on my hands, and all I can think about is getting out on the KLR, doing some camping, doing some trail riding. So this video is really about the gear that I've got right now for camping. I'm trying to get the KLR ready for camping this summer. Don't have a ton of gear. I'm going to go over kind of what I have now, and then at the end of the video talk about what I still need to get. So grab a beer, grab a Diet Coke, come on along for the ride. Alright guys, so as I mentioned, this video is all about camping gear. It's kind of about the gear I have right now and the gear that I'm going to need. So let me just run through the list of stuff that I've already got, and then at the end I'll talk a little bit about the stuff that I still need, and I'll ask for your help on suggestions on filling that list. So starting off, this is some of the stuff I've collected over time. First things first, ground sheet. This is a kind of freebie from Harbor Freight, 5x7. Nothing exciting there, just something to go between the tent and the ground. Keep the tent floor from ripping. So no big deal there. Moving on, I have this, it's called the Sea to Summit Aris pillow. It's an inflatable pillow, packs up into almost nothing. You can kind of see that there. Takes up almost no space. It's the large size. Got it off of Amazon. Used it a couple times. I'll pull it out here so you can kind of see it's a pretty big pillow. Actually fairly comfortable to sleep on, and it, you know, just inflates with a few breaths. So this is kind of a handy piece of gear. Used it a few times. Seems to be fairly sturdy and works pretty well. So that's the pillow. Next up is my sleeping mat, inflatable sleeping mat. This is the Climate Static V-Lux sleeping mat. Went with this particular version because it's 76 inches long, or 193 centimeters. I'm about 6'4", which is 75 inches. This is 76 inches. So, you know, works out pretty good. I think, well, actually, I'm 6'3" and some change, so 75. Anyway, it's an inflatable sleeping mat. It lets you sleep on your side. You can see the side sleeper there. Inflates really well. It's got a fairly low R value. It's not that good for insulation. They do make an insulated version of this, but this is, you know, the type of weather I'm going to be camping in is 2-3 season tops. So I'm not too worried about that. But the key was having a sleeping mat that was long enough for me. So Climate Static V-Lux. All right, let's see. Camp stove. Went with a cheapie. Went with the, I don't even know, Tech City. Real cheap stuff. I know it's not a Jetboil. It's not an MSR, but came in a 2-pack for like 20 bucks. Figure for 2 of them, it'll last me a season, maybe 2. Come in a little orange container like that. You know, fold up. So again, nothing earth-shattering there. Just a cheap stove kit off Amazon. It'll do what I need to do, which is probably boil some noodles in some water, and that should be about the extent of this season's camping anyway. All right, moving on. Kitchen kit. Didn't go with much frills here either. This is a Stanley kitchen kit. You've seen these things all over YouTube. Lots of people using these things. They come with a couple of coffee cups or green plastic cups inside. I got a can of fuel in here, and then that other stove. So really just bare bones on the kitchen kit. When we get to the section about adding things to take with, I'm going to need some sporks and some, you know, utilities, a little scrubby pad probably to clean up. But that's what I got so far for pots and pans, and that's about as no frills as it gets. Like I said, I can boil some noodles or heat up soup, whatever it is, on this should suffice for what what I'm going to be able to do this summer. So set that aside. Let's see, I think last on the list here, the things that I already have, this is a Leatherman Wave multi-tool. Got it several years back off of eBay. Great piece of gear. The knife on this thing is ridiculously sharp. So, you know, I use it for all kinds of things. Cutting rope, filing is nice. I've used the file a bunch of times. The serrated knife is really good. And of course, it's got needle nose pliers, which is the other piece of gear that I use the most. And then the scissors that are built in. It's got a little pair of scissors in here that are actually pretty fantastic. So, get those out real quick. See if you can see those. Use those quite a bit. So, can't go wrong with a Leatherman. I know some people like Gerber, or some people like generic, whatever it is. You can't go wrong with a multi-tool. So, I have a multi-tool in the kit. All right, so that about ties it up for the things that I do have. I know there's things I'm missing. So let's talk about the stuff I still need. So I went over the things I have, and obviously I left out some pretty important things that I don't have, and mainly things like, you know, a tent, a sleeping bag. I have a sleeping bag. I have a military version sleeping bag. It's a 3-component bag. Excellent sleeping bag. Use it a ton of times. However, it doesn't pack up very small. So what I was looking for was something in a sleeping bag that can pack up at least to this size. Maybe a 2 to 3 season bag, or maybe even just a lightweight bag, and maybe I'll get a liner. I'm missing a camp stool, camp chair. Obviously very important. Can't do without those. Especially if you're sitting around a campfire. I'm missing things like spoons and knives, toiletries. I got all that. I mean, I just have to pack it up. You know, so what I'm asking for help from you guys is, okay, you know, I haven't done a lot of KLR camping. This is my first season. I'm trying to get the KLR ready for camping. So, you know, what I'm hoping to do is get some comments and suggestions from you. I know I'm opening up a can of worms by asking about camping gear. However, because I mean, everybody has an opinion on those, and there's a million pieces of gear you could take. But if you got something that you just can't live without, or that you think is a great piece of gear that fits one of those things I need, please let me know. I'll be happy to hear about it. I'll be looking to buy a tent and a sleeping bag here in the near future, and then also obviously some moto luggage for the KLR. So there's a lot of options there as well. But love to hear from you guys who've been out on the KLR camping, or even on other ADV bikes out camping. And you know, let me know what you think is invaluable, what you think is a great piece of gear. And as always, guys, hey, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing if you're a subscriber. Really climbing close to 400 here, and that's really exciting. It's cool for me. Can't believe everybody likes to watch these videos, so I have a blast making them. If you haven't subscribed, I'd like to suggest please think about subscribing. And if you made it with me this far, thanks everybody, and I'll talk to you soon.
And that's all I have to say about that.